claims that I beat her. We stay on top of a police officer. If I was beating her like she say I was, I would have been in jail a long time ago. I don't treat her as bad as she say I do, or the damsel in distress that she's trying to portray. Now, on the other hand, she is the aggressor. She accuses me of cheating. It's her own guilt that makes her shift blame when I done caught her. I'm the only person that ever looked out for her, because every time you looked around, she was getting taken advantage of. I tried to teach her some things that she should know. She doesn't listen to me. And I know if I leave, she won't survive. She thinks she's got it. She don't got a clue.
He says without him, you can't survive.
I've been surviving my own since I was 12. Since I came from Russia, I came over here. I was 12 years old. I didn't know no English. I didn't know nothing. And then when I was 14 years old, I got pregnant. My family members left me because I had a mixed child. Sorry. I had a mixed child. I finished high school. I graduated from high school with my daughter. I started college. For a year, I was in the dean's honor roll. That's when I met him. That's where it all went down the hill. I have nobody else to talk to.
And you can't talk to him?
No, because he always gets angry. I can't tell him nothing. He's 38. He's been through it. I can't tell him nothing.
Yeah, there's a big age difference, right? Do you think that might be part of the problem because you're young and beautiful, that he might be a little insecure about you?
Yes, sir. It got to the point where we got into a physical fight, which he hit me first, and then like...
What do you mean he hit you? How did he hit you?
We was driving home, on the way home with my daughter in the car. We was driving. He was drinking that night. And I honestly don't know what we're arguing about, but next thing you know, my head went against the wall, like...
The window.
The window, and I just started bawling, crying. My daughter's
And your daughter
in the
witnessed
car.
this? Okay. You know, it's one thing if you're going to put up with abuse, but if you let your daughter watch it and then you don't do anything about it, what is she going to think growing up? She's going to think that's okay.
That's not okay.
It's not okay, no.
I smacked you because you spit on me.
No, you spit on me first. You spit on me in front of my daughter, Dwayne. Then you knew my family members used to spit on me, and I told you about it, and you do the same thing.
Where the tears at?
You do the same thing, because I have no more tears.
All you
I have
do
no more
is
tears.
lie, Victoria.
I have no
You
more
lie.
tears.
All you do is lie. You lie about everything.
And you're so perfect.
I'm not claiming I'm perfect, but I'm not lying.
You love her?
With every ounce of blood in my body.
This doesn't sound like love to me. My staff was a little, I don't know what the correct word is, appalled maybe, about the way you talked to her.
Okay.
So yesterday when you were at our offices, we had some cameras in there and we rolled on you yesterday. So why don't we take a look?
I'm a baby, right? But you come grill me.
Disrespectful.
How? Because she told you?
Yeah.
Can I sit in another room? Because I ain't got time for this.
She's like,
Man, get out of here. I don't know what you talking about, Victoria. Bottom line, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you.
You should ask her.
Yeah.
Ask her. Don't ask me. I'm in the room.
I will.
Ask her.
I will.
Grill her.
I will.
Bitch, how you know what my man got in his mouth? How you know this and that? I ain't. You didn't ask her.
Right.
You let anybody tell you.
Do it.
You don't know. Man, I gotta get out of this room with you. You stupid. You are stupid.
Yeah.
I only care about you shutting up
one.
or being quiet.
Name one.
Shut up. You childish.
Name one. Why are you getting so nervous?
Bree, can I walk out of here?
Walk away
No,
like he
just
always does.
Because the thing
Like
is,
he always does.
it's
Walk
their
away.
work now.
Here, me,
Bitch, you ain't
me,
black.
Me. I don't.
Honky cracker pepper ass bitch.
I don't care.
And I tell you that all the time, and I say that all the time. Honky, pepper, cracker ass bitch. Every time you
stop
say
calling
me.
me a second ago. I didn't call you no names.
Go on, get up and do your little dance like you do. Go on, she was finna do a little old thought dance. She shake her little ass like she always do.
Hey,
Man, get you some common sense. That's what you ain't got. No common sense.
What is going on?
She stupid.
No,
Listen.
Ain't no truth come out your mouth.
like a little wussy.
I ain't the only person to know it.
You little wussy.
Everybody around you is adults.
Okay.
Grow up.
Right.
Go stop. Quit that amp you up, dummy.
You do it.
Well, no, you ain't got
Put
enough
down
mind
wifey.
capacity.
Hey.
Shut up talking to me. Stop talking to me.
But then I was like, man, it always gonna
Are
start
you
an
dumb or
argument.
just stupid?
Okay.
I better get out of here if I be looking at your ass.
Just
When you watch that and you see yourself talking to the woman you love with every ounce of blood in you, how do you think about your behavior on there?
Well, I feel like my behavior was justified because as soon as I walked in the room, the first thing I was accused of was staring at some
That's what started that fight?
Right.
That you were staring at
some chick's ass.
some chick's ass.
But mind
Is that
you,
true? Is that what started the fight?
yes, sir.
Because you thought he was staring at some...
No, Steve, somebody came up to me and told me I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but your man is disrespectful. I said, why would he be disrespectful? She said, because he's staring at girls' booty.
And you're not ashamed of that behavior at all?
well, Steve, when you got a partner and you ask something of your partner, you get that, okay? She, as soon as I walked in the room, just jumped.
But couldn't you handle it in a
When
better
I walked
manner?
out the room, I walked out the room and they walked me right back in the room.
Right. Well, because you're in an office space, it's a workplace.
Well, I
you
walked
just
outside
get-
and sit in
right,
the
you can't just
chair.
go wherever, scream what you want. You got to be in the room we put you in.
Right, but
Yeah.
I was always taught if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Well, obviously that wasn't the case.
You were saying a lot.
right. But in the same sense,
The evidence was clear that Dwayne was abusive, but he accused Victoria of being unfaithful. Stay tuned because the results are coming up.